Hello everyone, welcome back to Namalax Bengaluru Presents Current Issue of the Day, episode number 174. In today's CID 174, we will be discussing about IMEC, that is India Middle East Economic Corridor. We will discuss what is IMEC and what are important components of IMEC and why is it in news at the moment, and also we will discuss the significance of IMEC for India, economic, political, strategic, energy security, and all other various dimensions will be discussed today. And also we will discuss what are the issues and how do you address these issues. So very important video, listen to the end. Nice. So in syllabus it comes under GS2 international relations, and the context here is it is in news because India's National Security Council Secretariat hosted officials from US, UAE, Saudi Arabia, France, Italy, Germany, Israel, Jordan, and European Union to review progress on the India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, that is IMEC. Why? They have called this meeting because there is a issue going on. What is the issue? Because of the ongoing Gaza conflict or the Israel-Palestine conflict, this threatens the corridor's implementation because this corridor passes through Palestine and Israel as well. Okay, so we'll discuss what is the issue, and before that we'll understand the static part. First we'll go back to the basics. So IMEC, the India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, the idea was announced in G20 Summit New Delhi in September 2023 by leaders of India, USA, UAE, Saudi Arabia, France, Germany, Italy, and European Union. Main idea was to connect India to Middle East and Middle East through Europe. So it was considered as an alternative to, you guessed it right, that is Belt and Road Initiative of China. Okay. Next, nature is, it is a multimodal economic corridor integrating sea and rail transport along with energy and digital infrastructure. Okay, multimodal because we have to access India and Middle East and Europe. So into Middle East we are going through sea route, and from Middle East to Europe we have to go through rail routes. So it is multimodal. Partners are India, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Israel, Greece, Italy, and European Union, and modeled as alternative to China's Belt and Road Initiative, but focused on rule-based, transparent, and sustainable connectivity. Okay, sustainable connectivity. It is more like a dig at China's Belt and Road Initiative. We have heard stories about use of checkbook policy by China in the Belt and Road Initiative. So where they provide lots of loans to a particular country through which the Belt and Road Initiative is happening, and whenever the country fails to repay the amount, whenever it fails to repay the debt, so through the debt diplomacy what they are doing is they are taking claim or stake of a particular land or a particular region, and then they will claim the lease for the particular land or the region for so and so amount of period. Okay, so that is not rules based, and that is not transparent, that is not sustainable. However, IMEC was considered to be opposite of it, Belt and Road Initiative. Okay, so the components of IMEC. So in IMEC there are actually two legs, one is eastern leg and another is western leg. So the eastern leg is from India to Gulf corridor. Okay, see, from Mumbai to UAE, UAE to Al Guwahfat in UAE, and then Harad in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh in Saudi Arabia, Al Hadaita in Saudi Arabia, and Haifa in Israel, and Paris in Greece, and then it goes to Europe. So this part is eastern leg. Okay, it connects India's west coast ports, that is Mumbai and Mundra, to UAE's Jebel Ali and Fujairah ports, and rail network through Saudi Arabia and Jordan to Haifa port in Israel. Okay, so the rail links within Gulf planned as high-speed freight network which spans around 900 kilometers across Saudi Arabia. Okay, and the western leg is from Gulf to European corridor, that is Haifa in Israel, Paris in Greece, and Italian ports in sea, and then it starts with European grid. So this is the complete journey of India Middle East Economic Corridor, a very expansive and very detailed journey from the ports of Mumbai to Europe. Okay, so it has eastern leg and western leg. So we'll discuss the significance of IMEC for India. So it is very significant to India in economic first, that is in helps in trade efficiency. How? 40% reduction in shipping time compared to Suez route or sea route, which will reduce from 20 days to 12 days, and the lower cost, that is expected reduction in logistics cost by up to 30%. And then market access, that is European Union's India's largest trading partner. So in the financial year 23-24, it was around 137.41 billion trade, and European like UAE was 85 billion non-oil trade target by 2030. So and also in Saudi Arabia, it was around 52.75 billion trade in 23. So with the help of this IMEC, this trade can be multiplied. Okay, this can be multiplied by times. Okay, it can be doubled, tripled, etc. in the coming years. Next, strategic. In strategic, it's also very important purpose, that is to counter China's Belt and Road Initiative, and then strengthens India's position in Indo-Pacific, Middle Eastern, European connectivity. Next, enhances ties with Gulf Cooperation Council nations. Okay, so most of the Indian diaspora lives in Gulf Cooperation Councils, so it is going to improve the connectivity and it is going to enhance the ties with these countries. Next is with respect to energy security. It facilitates clean hydrogen imports from the Gulf, and it enables electricity grid connectivity for renewable power exchange. Okay, so it is also supporting or addressing the issue of energy security with respect to India. And then digital and financial integration. It builds on India UAE UPI integration, which happened in 2024, and potential rupee dirham trade settlement between the two countries, which is going to bypass the dollar and which is going to bypass the market volatility that is attached with dollars. Next is it supports India's IT and fintech exports. Okay, so it is very significant for India, not just economically but also energy, strategic and digital infrastructure. And the issues, what are the issues? Major issue is geopolitical, that is because of Gaza war, which started in October 23 with the October 7 attack by Hamas on the Israel, and then carried out throughout this year as well. Okay, it has disrupted the initial momentum. It has resulted in straining of Jordan and Israel relations over both partners of IMEC Corporation, and Saudi-Israel normalization stalled due to Palestinian issue, and regional instability in Lebanon, Yemen, Syria, Iraq and Iran tensions has reduced the eastern hand of or eastern leg of IMEC. And intra-Gulf competition, that is Saudi Arabia's push to rival UAE as a trade hub, is also resulting in intra-Gulf competition, which is hampering the growth of IMEC, which is hampering the continuance of IMEC. And security, that is the maritime risks in Red Sea and Eastern Mediterranean, which are open to Houthi attacks, Yemen and piracy from the Sudan and Somalia. Higher insurance premiums for shipping through conflict zones. Okay, so these are some of the issues with respect to security. Then economic and technical issues, that is infrastructure gaps. Whenever a connectivity program of such a large extent is happening, there are bound to have certain infrastructural gaps. That is what is happening here. That is Saudi's internal railway, which is around 900 km, is yet to be completed, and customs standardization and tariff harmonization is lacking. Though it is addressing India, Middle East, European corridor, it has to pass through certain countries, so they have to put tariff on different vessels, so that has to be harmonized. Next is need for multi-country financing and public-private partnerships. So these are some of the issues, and how do you address these issues? If you want this to be completed and act as an alternative to Belt and Road Initiative of China and bring economic prosperity to all the countries included in these IMEC cooperation, we have to, and also the current status is in eastern leg, India and Gulf remains feasible due to stable India UAE steady ties. the western leg, that is Israel and Europe, on hold until the Middle East stability returns. And also planning level work is ongoing, that is route mapping, customs harmonization and financial discussions are going on. We have to wait and see. So how do we go forward? How do you address these issues? So moving forward, we should prioritize eastern leg to demonstrate success. At least finish up the eastern leg. If it is successful, then you can copy the same thing with western leg. Next, use digital and energy integration as quick wins. If you are not able to complete the infrastructural issues or infrastructural gaps, at least complete the digital and energy integration. Then you can see there are possibilities of completing the connectivity issue as well. Engaging in quiet diplomacy to preserve corridor plans despite the war. You can de-hyphen war and the connectivity issues. Next is build redundancy, that is explore alternative links via Egypt and Red Sea. If the situation still persists and if the Middle Eastern concerns remains, then we have to go for alternative routes, that is through Egypt or the Red Sea. And enhance G20 and I2U2 platforms for cooperation. Okay, what is this I2U2? I2 is India and Israel, and U2 is USA and UAE. Okay, so we can enhance talks with these two cooperations. With this, we can address the issues that are plaguing the IMEC, and we can fast forward this IMEC program. So this ends the discussion for the day. If you like the video, then please hit the like button, comment on it, and also share with your friends. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and also click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind.